Hello and thanks for staying with TVC News this hour. Over the past decade, parts of Nigeria have been experiencing a steady decline in peace and stability, with armed insurgent groups increasingly targeting villages, leading to widespread killings, kidnappings, and a general state of insecurity. The National Peace Committee has inaugurated an independent state-based committee in Niger State to support peace-building efforts. Chenemi Bami has the details.
Despite an increase in the police budget from 445 billion naira in 2021 to nearly 970 billion naira in 2024, and the increasing defense budget, conflict continues to rise across the country. Data from the National Bureau of Statistics reveals that in the north-central region, more than half of all reported conflicts are driven by disputes over land and resources. On Tuesday, tensions boiled over in the Barkuta community of Niger State, where a violent clash between native Bagi people and herdsmen in the Beji district left several people injured and homes destroyed. In response to these ongoing challenges, non-state actors are stepping in to foster peaceful relationships between local communities. The National Peace Committee, led by Bishop Matthew Hassan Kuka, has inaugurated the Niger State Peace Committee to promote unity and support post-electoral healing efforts, particularly among young people and in vulnerable communities.
Of course, the work of peace, establishing peace all over is the work of government, but as non-state actors, we also have a duty to play. And as agents of peace, we have a duty to play.
Recent again, there has been cases of, from the communities, kidnapping, illegal mining, and so on. So these are the areas of concern for us.
And especially if there is some kind of violence, we try to call the people to exercise some patience, because you cannot use violence to solve problems. So if somebody has done something wrong, you don't have to retaliate in the way and manner he did it in order to correct it. So you do the right thing.
The committee's work is seen as crucial in the fight to restore peace and stability in the region.
With widening global conflicts causing instabilities in various parts of the world, here in Nigeria, intercommunal and interreligious crises continue to fuel this narrative. Justice and fairness is needed to give peace a chance. Chenemi Bami, TVC News, Mina.
Away from that, 5 persons are alleged to have diverted 2 trucks loaded with 70 metric tons of fertilizer have been arrested by operatives of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps in Plateau State. The 2 trucks of fertilizer were headed to Oyo and Lagos State before its diversion to Bauchi State. Senior reporter Funom Joshua has the details.
These are the allocations papers for these 2 trucks indicating where the fertilizer's original destinations were. But the trucks never got to their destinations because these men diverted them from Oyo and Lagos to Bauchi State. The spokesperson of the NSCDC Plateau State Command says the 2 trucks and the 5 suspects were arrested in Plateau following intelligence report from the Office of the National Security Advisor.
The 2 trucks were from Port Harcourt, Indorama, taken to be taken to Oyo, but was diverted and arrested around in Jos on their way to Bauchi, while the second one too from the same Port Harcourt to Lagos and also diverted and arrested in Jos on their way to Bauchi without permits. Investigation is ongoing on where they are carrying out, they are taking this items.
The NSCDC authority says investigation is on to unravel the reason behind the diversion. Funom Joshua, TVC News, Jos.
And operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency have intercepted a total of 31,124,600 pills of tramadol, 225 milligram and bottles of codeine-based syrup worth over 17,932,200,000 naira in street value at the Port Harcourt complex on a River State and Tinkan Seaport in Lagos. More in this report.
The seizures were made following intelligence processed by the agency on the movement of shipments from their port of origin in India, leading to a demand for a 100% joint examination of the watch-listed containers with the Nigerian Customs Service and other sister security agencies. The following day, Friday the 30th of August, another set of 3 containers watch-listed by NDLEA were subjected to joint examination. At the end of the exercise, a total of 3,030 cartons of codeine syrup containing 554,600 bottles of the opioid were recovered from them. In the same vein, NDLEA operatives at the Port Harcourt International Airport, Rivers, on Tuesday, the 27th of August, arrested a suspect while attempting to board a Kronos airline flight to Malabo, Equatorial Guinea, with 1,490 pills of tramadol, concealed and packaged as cosmetics of different brands inside his luggage. His attempt to compromise the officers to evade arrest was rebuffed. Meanwhile, a wanted ex-beauty queen, Aderinoye Queen Christmas, also known as Miss Queen Oluwadamilola Aderinoye, has surrendered to the Lagos command of the agency after about 8 months in hiding. She was declared wanted by the agency in January after she escaped from a Lekki residence when NDLEA operatives raided her apartment at Oral Estate following credible intelligence that she deals in illicit substances. 1,122 kilograms of cannabis were seized from a suspect when he was arrested on Monday, 26th of August, along Orchard Road, Ajah, Lagos, while 816 kilograms of the same psychoactive substance belonging to a suspect at large was recovered from the same location the same day. In Niger State, NDLEA operatives on Monday, the 26th of August, arrested a suspect along Mina Suleja Road while conveying 1,900 capsules of tramadol, 300 bottles of codeine syrup, and 600 packets of Exol 5 tablets. In the same vein, commands and formation of the agency across the country continued their war against drug abuse sensitization activities to schools, worship centers, workplaces, and communities, among others, in the past week.
And the Oyo-Osun Command of the Nigeria Customs Service has handed over seized illicit drugs worth over 148.9 million naira to the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency. The consignment, comprising 2,448 units of cannabis sativa, was presented by Area Controller Ben Oramalugo in Ibadan. The Area Controller expressed concern over the alarming rates of illicit drug consumption among young Nigerians and declared a crackdown on drug smuggling and other illicit activities within his jurisdiction. He said the command also reported significant seizures between June and August this year, valued at about 713 billion naira.
And this particular seizure was wonderfully performed by my officer, Oye Bampi. And as you know, drug is a dangerous thing in Nigeria.
We make sure that this things continue to happen. The synergy between, we are all working in one agency, we are all working in one faith. This seizure that we made today is a massive one. We appreciate what they did, and it will continue like that.